Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vista Ventures. I'm Caleb, and thanks for joining me. Today I'm up in Gallitzin State Forest, and I'm going to be doing a day hike of the John P. Saylor Trail. Now, the John P. Saylor Trail is about a 17-mile loop trail that is actually composed of a figure eight. It's a 12-mile loop connected to a 5-mile loop. So it's a beautiful Saturday. I'm just going to get out and just kind of get some conditioning in, try to get ready for some bigger hikes I got coming up this fall. So let's get on the trail. Now, I parked here at the Babcock Picnic Area, which is right off of Route 56, here about 25 minutes from Johnstown in Pennsylvania. This picnic area has a lot of pavilions and a bathroom and everything, so you'll have that going for you if you end up parking here. Now, the Saylor Trail is just a really nice weekend trip, especially if you're maybe just getting into backpacking or something and just want to have a nice short trip you can just rip off on a weekend that's not real strenuous. This area is really beautiful and the terrain is quite mild for the most part. This trail is normally pretty wet, but it's been pretty dry this fall here in Pennsylvania, so I don't think we'll have too much wet conditions to deal with. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. The first part of the Saylor Trail here is really nice and level, pretty open. You just kind of parallel out along the trail right next to Route 56. Just kind of makes a real nice start. You can get good and warmed up for the a little bit more difficult terrain later on, but still not bad. Here's a nice little established campsite just off the trail. Very nice, just kind of tucked in these pines. Really beautiful spot. Also want to mention there is this reliable water source right here just down from that campsite I just showed you. It's right back there in the woods. And it's been quite dry here recently, and this is still flowing, so I'd say this is a super reliable water source here. Just came here to the intersection of the Bog and Boulder Trail with the Saylor Trail. So the Saylor Trail continues on straight. The Bog and Boulder Trail, blazed yellow, goes off here to the left, and there's another nice parking area down there that I parked to do some day hikes and stuff in here before. And then it continues on to my right, blazed yellow. And if you keep on that trail, it actually just runs right through that real nice campsite I showed a couple minutes ago. I wanted to mention that the Saylor Trail is blazed with orange blazes, so I'm just going to be following those all day. There are some other smaller trails in the area, and I believe like some cross-country ski trails and stuff. So you also see, I think there's some blue and yellow blazes in the area, but if you're shooting to stay on the Saylor, you just want to keep following orange blazes. Getting close to where the swinging bridge crosses over this beautiful stream here. Like an old dam or something right in here. Has this huge pool. This would be a great spot in the summer to take a swim. And there is a really small little stealth site right here. This is just 20 yards off the trail. So there's a little fire ring right here. Certainly pitch a tent in here. Hammock should be pretty limited. I don't think you could really make a hammock work super well in here. Maybe right in here you could string out between those two trees, but definitely more of a solo site, but this would be a beautiful little spot. This is where the Middle Ridge Loop juts off to the left here. This is that extra 5-mile loop that we're going to do. Alright, I'm on the back half of the Saylor Trail now. This Middle Ridge Loop is this 5-mile loop that's connected to the larger 12-mile loop there. Right where that bridge is, there's all kinds of camping opportunities right in there. And that stream is super reliable. I don't remember that bridge being quite that sketchy. It was pretty sagging real close to the water there and just kind of seesawing pretty bad getting across it, so I think it could use some tightening. Just made it here to the most significant elevation of the trip. There's just a fairly small hill here, probably a few hundred feet up to the top. This is the most substantial elevation gain of the whole trail, which isn't bad. It's another reason why it makes the John P. Saylor Trail a real nice beginner loop, because it's pretty mild and is certainly not very punishing when it comes to elevation gain and loss. Trail so far has been in absolutely great shape. All kinds of trees cut that had fallen across the trail. I've only had to deal with one really small blowdown. The trail's been well marked. Just everything's been extremely well taken care of. Certainly want to applaud the trail maintainers that are taking care of the Saylor Trail. They're doing an excellent job. Here we just got a small little shelter that's here on this Middle Ridge Loop. It's about a mile from that swinging bridge down there if you went right, or 4 miles to the left. As you can see, it's not super stellar. There's no floor or nothing, but if it was pouring down rain or something, you could certainly get in there to get out of the weather. Nice fire ring, picnic table. And then there is a small stream right around the back of the shelter there. Yeah, there's a small little stream just right down over this little rise from the shelter, and there is still water in there. So that's certainly a good sign, especially given how dry it's been. Alright, got 1 mile to go on this middle ridge loop, and about 7 more once we get back out to the main loop. It's a beautiful day to be out in the woods. This is some of the boggier stuff I've encountered so far today. Like I said, the Saylor Trail is normally pretty wet, especially down in this clear shade wild area next to this stream. And right now this is just kind of a little spongy. Normally you'll sink in up to your ankle down in here. You just kind of have to go slow and pick your route, but with as dry as it's been, really helps be able to pick up the pace down through here. Alright, just knocked out the middle ridge loop. Should only have about 7 or so miles to go. Just stopped here on the other side of the bridge, just doing a little snack lunch. Have an apple and some pistachios and a bar and stuff. Just getting a little water in me. I think I'm going to filter 2 liters, and that'll be more than sufficient for the rest of the day. According to the pedometer, it looks like I'm gone about 11 miles so far, so making really great time. So I think I got about 6 miles out, which will be good. Weather is absolutely fantastic. Just a great day to be out here. I just crossed over Crumb Road. Got about 5.5 or so miles to go. Trail's been pretty busy, I gotta say. I've been passing people all day. All kinds of people out and about this weekend, taking advantage of the nice weather. Coming up here in about 3 miles or so, I believe, is Wolf Rocks, which is a pretty awesome group of rock outcroppings. Now, I know in the past they've been graffitied up pretty good. I talked to a lady in the parking lot this morning. Said that I guess there was a group of them getting together to go out and scrub graffiti off the rocks. So certainly hats off to them. Be able to take time out of their Saturday when they could be out just enjoying the woods to actually go out and help try to clean stuff up. So definitely hats off to them for doing that. Still lacing down the trail here. Came to another nice water source, especially given the drought conditions we've been facing. Trail just crosses right over there. And then right back here is another little stealth site. This is pretty much the only campsite I've seen since that, all those campsites down along that real nice stream there. This is pretty nice. They got a couple sitting rocks and a log to sit on. Plenty of options for both tents and hammocks. apologize for the super sparse footage of Wolf Rocks, but that whole group of volunteers that was out all day cleaning graffiti off the rocks was still there and trying to get all their gear and stuff packed up, so I certainly didn't want to get in the way of that. Looked like there was probably close to 30 people there. They put a full day in, because I think they said they started this morning around 9 o'clock. Just never be able to understand what possesses someone to see some beautiful rock outcropping and go, oh, let's just cover that in spray paint. That would be a great idea. It's just baffling to me. Well guys, I can hear 56 out there, so I'm just about out. Today was a great day to be out on the trail. I'd highly recommend this trail for anyone looking for a real nice day hike, or especially people that are maybe just getting into backpacking and they're looking at doing their first trip. The length is really nice. The fact that it's a loop means you don't have to worry about having two cars. The terrain is really mild. Just everything about it is just superb. And especially this time of year, the colors are just starting to turn and it's absolutely beautiful. So I highly recommend it. So, as always guys, get outdoors, have fun, and embrace the uphill. Till next time, this is Vista Ventures.